split. Say it clean, then quit. Two bros talking shit, and the whole town heard it.
I worked there, and they were saying, yeah, that this stuff they showed us so far is just the beginning because they've seen way crazier shit that would make you stay up at night.
In my personal opinion, I think you'd be ignorant to believe there is nothing else. Like in the vast.
Oh, to believe they ain't keeping shit?
Well,
Oh, yeah, they got to.
I'm not. That's a different debate in my opinion.
Yeah, because they got to keep our country safe, though.
Well, I'm just saying, like whether they found them or not, whether they visited Earth or not, is an entirely different debate. The ask if they exist at all and saying they don't is ignorant to believe.
And that's what they've been doing forever.
Yeah,
until recently.
I don't know. I did, going
40,000 miles per hour. They said their Blackbird goes 4,500 miles per hour, and that even fucks with their systems and like their human organs and shit. Picture 40,000 miles per hour in a complete left or right turn.
Yeah, just zoom, zoom, zoom.
Yeah, that's unexplainable and nothing we have on this earth.
No, our bodies can handle it.
Unless China's ahead of us and we don't know about it.
But still, that's not. Their bodies still aren't ahead of us. Like, you know what I'm saying?
They're still humans.
You know, it's like
we work on Chinese people every day in America. We know what their fucking insides look like, just like ours. You know, they're not gonna act any different.
No,
their organs will separate just like ours will.
I'm just meaning like, yeah, they're human, right? Like,
or demonic. There's a lot of that going. Interdimensional beings is what they're calling them.
Well, I was talking about Chinese people are humans.
Oh,
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
they're not demonic. That's not okay. So those are two totally. You're talking
no,
about
I'm saying the aliens.
Yeah, they could be demons.
Or either demons.
Right. Well, I mean, that's again perception.
Because they always see them on the ocean.
Describe a demon. You know, if it comes from hell, what's hell? You know what I mean? Like, is that
another dimension?
Right. So like that could definitely be an alien. You know? So it could very well be referring to aliens when they go to demons. Same thing when they go to like the Greek gods and stuff. That could be aliens. That could be aliens that have taken our form or just have our form. You know, but who's to say that we are the only ones that look like this? You know, who's to say whatever?
The congressman Tim Burchett.
Our world is small, right?
Oh yeah, they said ours is like a dot.
Yeah, it is.
Like compared to
planets. Most other things, yeah.
Ours is relatively small.
Right.
And there's no way.
I mean, there's smaller things too.
One of the smallest planets we can see in our solar system, and we're the only ones that have life in the universe. Elon's really against it. He don't really believe in aliens. Really? I don't like that. Yeah, I want him to be president, but I don't like he don't believe in aliens.
I don't know if I would go. I would have to see this. Is there like an interview with him saying he don't believe in aliens?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
He said that's crazy. His favorite quote. He says it all the time. He said they sure are. What do they call it when you're? Damn, I didn't want to fuck that up. They're really sly, pretty much. You know, it's always a fuzzy picture.
Oh, right.
He said, "Give me a photo better than a 7-Eleven security camera, and we'll talk."
I mean, you know.
He said, "We have never seen one on our satellites." Somebody commented said they're coming from under us, not above.
My argument to that is the Earth theory is like, sure, they haven't visited our solar system even. I'll even argue that. You know, I would agree with you if you wanted to say that. But I'm still never going to agree with that. They're just not out there, period.
Yeah, I think he even believes that. He believes
there's
in a different solar system.
Think about how many different galaxies and all this beyond there is. You know, like there's definitely some type of what we say is alien. You know,
yeah.
We also call illegal.
It's crazy though, because they're fixing to release more every week, more files, and they said the next batch and the next batch are going to get worse and worse. They said
worse and worse, as in
like.
Less information or more like traumatizing information?
Yeah, more traumatizing, I guess.
I mean, for other people, I guess. I don't really.
Well, yeah, for me, it's more interesting.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't.
But
personally think it's.
They actually gathered up. Supposedly, some pastors came out on video and were like, they gathered us. Yeah, like preachers.
Pastors.
They're actually different. I looked it up. A preacher, a pastor, and a.
You're saying pasture? It's pastor.
Whatever. Fuck. That. They're all different, and they gathered. You're fucking up my words now. Anyways, they said the government had them come and meet, and they talked about like preparing their religion.
For what?
For the information that's about to come out, because it's going to break Christianity and stuff, because these things are going to come and tell us that they made us. That's what these preachers said. Pasture is
a piece of land. All right. Pastor Never mind. I'm not gonna go there because that would be wrong on this channel. But
They're the ones that fucked the little boy.
oh no, God.
I'll say it. But yeah, so
a priest.
supposedly, and I'll put a video, showing that guy that said it because I don't know his name. But yeah, he said that. Him and another guy, like different people from different churches, big churches,
Him and another guy did what?
came out and said the government called them and they met in Tennessee.
Oh, that's crazy.
But Tim Burchett says that this is just the beginning, that they're either going to stage an invasion on us or something like that. That this is just a scare tactic.
Who's gonna stage an invasion? The government?
Yeah.
How would they? I mean, they're just gonna like fly ships in. How are they gonna do that? I'm not gonna believe anybody's invading us unless
Well, if
that's
they got
some crazy shit.
reconfigured spacecrafts.
Well, fuck yeah, then I'm gonna believe it if I see some ships. I'm gonna
Yeah,
start
that's
shooting
what I'm
at that shit.
saying. Like, what if they come up with some shit that they got from aliens?
If I don't see them shooting at it, I'm gonna shoot at them. What are you talking about? I mean,
There's some old files actually
clip
that
that out right there.
yeah, they got some old files that say there were past plans to stage invasions like that.
I mean, I believe it. Government's crooked in a lot
My
of ways.
thing is where's
Or people
there's a
are that
whole
are in the
account in the government, in the Congress or whatever, tens of millions of dollars going into a UFO or UFA, whatever the fuck they're calling it now.
Also in the Leering Center.
I don't know why they changed the word either. Like, I like UFO. Now they're calling it UAPs.
Yeah.
Unidentified aerial phenomena. That sounds stupid. I like unidentified flying object. The videos clearly show they're flying.
What if they're not flying though?
Well, what do you... Buzz Lightyear called it flying.
Yeah,
even
but
if it was falling.
What if they weren't? They're not. What if they're just like there? You know,
Like natural.
like gravity, like defying like anti-gravity.
Well, they say they are anti-gravity.
So that's not really.
And there's
flying.
actually 10 scientists that were working on zero gravity on Earth
yeah
that came up missing.
They were all
and
these
killed.
people died. It's
Yeah.
all different. It's
One
not
girl
just
killed herself
anti-gravity.
right after saying I was not suicidal to her best friend.
Yeah, she.
And all of them are saying that now. The congressman that's involved,
That's
the
like.
pilots.
I mean, that's in a really big, gruesome way, but that's just like competition. That's like somebody sending from other countries over here to take out the people who are developing like the higher stuff for us.
Yeah, I agree with that. Or they were getting too close to something.
Yeah, same thing, same concept. Whether it was us that took them out, or some type of alien or foreign nationalist, or
Well, we'll
whatever.
see over the next coming weeks exactly what's going to happen, because he's going to release more files every week.
There's some
He
files
said this is
hasn't
the,
released.
everybody's using this term now, and I fucking hate it. He said on his True Social or whatever, this is just the first tranche
What
of
is a
files.
bronze?
Yeah, like what?
I don't know that word.
And everybody else is saying that means
People know that word. Definitely people that know.
everybody else is saying that just means the first batch. But why not say that? Because
He's educated.
yeah, maybe it's just a word that smart people use.
I mean, it's not. You're not unsmart for not knowing that word. I'm just saying that's a word that people would
He's,
expand.
now everybody on fucking a podcast or YouTube or news or whatever is saying that. Like, y'all are literally just quoting him, which I understand. That's what you're trying to do, I guess. But the first batch has came out.
The first Thonch. The first Thonch.
Thonch. Thonch.
It's like Thonch shell, like off of SpongeBob. It's a conch shell.
He wants ranch.
Ranch.
Nah, I like Donald Trump, but
Do you see that dude that?
we'll see if
They
they're
got-
lying to us or not.
I think we talked about this. The dude that got sucked up into the freaking plane engine.
Which airline was that? I mean, yeah, we
It was
talked about
Frontier Airlines at Denver, I believe.
And you said he committed suicide,
Yeah,
so
he
it
jumped
wasn't
over
like
the
an
fence.
accident.
No.
I missed my flight.
No, it was suicide for sure, or either suicide or like psych case. Like the dude like went
Mental.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah, but either way, it was suicide. And, like he ran out in front of a 136 miles an hour plane.
that'll do it.
Yeah,
That will
right before takeoff. Before
put
they
an
hit
end
V2.
to what you want to end.
Yeah. Think about being the
sucks,
passenger
mental
on that plane though,
illness.
because it caught on fire, like and exploded. You just see this dude get shredded.
Good thing they didn't take off.
I mean, it would have been worse, but it's still not crazy. Like I said, they have fire extinguishers connected to the engines, right? They can put the fire out. on
Like
the engine.
automatic ones.
Yes. Well, I mean, not automatic. I don't know. I'm sure some planes do these days.
You remember
It's
the
a
automatic ones
switch.
we had?
it's a switch because if it malfunctions, I'm sure they don't want that. You know, you put a flame out on both engines, that's catastrophic. You'll die on takeoff. But if as long as you have one engine, you're fine. You know, so with that, they still could have taken off, but luckily they could have abort or they did abort.
I bet the people on the plane were like, "What the fuck?"
That's what I'm saying. That was crazy, especially the window seats right
Somebody saw it, for sure.
there. 150%. 150%.
Pilot for sure, probably.
Hopefully not a child.
They're usually on the window seat.
Yeah, that's hopefully not a child. That's the biggest thing. I mean, it sucks for anybody to see it, but at least an adult can, comprehend what they've seen and deal with it, cope with it a little more.
There's a lot of crazy shit going on. The cruise ship with the hantavirus.
Hantavirus.
Yeah, and they're fucking putting
Little
them back
chip
where
people
there was
watching
like 7 Americans that
It's
are
like
coming
a
back
rat
here
virus.
now under quarantine.
Yeah, one was in Georgia. That's what I seen. Some like lady.
Oh,
or
he can
couple-
stay the fuck in
two
that
people in Georgia.
quarantine center.
Mm.
We don't need another virus outbreak. But this
Oh,
one
they're
isn't
gonna
a
do that
new
anyway.
one, at least. It's something that's already been
But
out.
it's kinda.
It's
already-
new because it's
it was
coming
very
through humans
localized.
now.
Well, it was very localized where it did come out, and now it's like
Where'd they go?
I don't know.
Sounds like
I
something you
didn't
get in
look at the
Mexico.
cruise thing article too much. What? That's racist. Don't just put a label on it.
I didn't
That's,
say Mexicans.
don't make assumptions. That would be the same thing. Where do Mexicans come from? Mexico. You know what I mean? Mostly. If
I
they're
will
mostly
blame the
born here.
cartel.
But originally, they're all from Mexico.
This is bio warfare.
What?
The cartel are coming.
This might be bio warfare.
They're teamed up with the aliens.
alien cartel.
Mm-hmm.
That's dangerous.
It's been that all along.
And Vatos, man, they're gonna fuck you up, man.
They're technically aliens. If they come over
Whoa,
here.
now listen. If they come, wait.
That's what Trump said. Did you hear him? He said, I don't believe in aliens. He said, I know about the illegal aliens. He said, those I know. The ones that come over. Oh, man.
You know, like it's not dirty to say because it's.
I'm
true
glad
in
he's
a way,
releasing files, though. I understand that a lot of it has to get blacked out, and those people are getting mad, like, oh, you blacked out everything. Of course we're not going to. That's people's fucking address. That's people's name, their fucking credit card numbers, maybe. Of course they're going to black that out, because stupid-ass people that can see this stuff, anybody can go on here.
But they blacked out a lot of stuff, though, on some of those files.
Yeah, but even in the videos, they said, why are they putting holes in it like they did the Epstein files? That's literally to showing our technology to our adversaries, how much we can, measure and how far with our infrared, because a lot of that was military footage.
Yeah, but it's from the 60s.
Not all of it.
90s.
Some of it's from like 2023 and shit.
Well, that's different. Those are the more recent stuff I understand, but the old outdated technology show it like you don't give a fuck because that's kind of like a flex. Like,
Oh yeah, like
we're
the
beyond
old
that.
shit. There's a lot of old shit.
Yeah,
There's a
we're
lot of
beyond that.
Apollo mission shit.
but you can't unblack what's blacked. You know what I'm saying? Like once it's deleted out of the and then
No, they
the
got
original
an
file.
unblacked version somewhere.
What if they don't though? What if they don't? What if they edited the original or did that to the original? You know,
Well, that's unfair to us.
unfortunate too.
Unfortunate to them, unfair to us. They're hiding something.
I don't know.
All this shit happening, like at least he's open about the war though, because you can't say he's hiding the war.
I think it's completely unfair the fact that they use taxpayer dollars for stuff like that and then have the audacity to keep it from you the same way that they do with like, anything like that.
That's
like
the biggest thing. You're
confidentiality.
using our taxpayer dollars on the UFOs. Tell us why, or shut
Or
it down.
like NASA. Like NASA's completely funded by,
NASA for the longest time said there wasn't shit. Now they're coming out with files that NASA had from the Apollo
Right.
mission.
well, and then they say like public outcry and like they wanted to keep the peace and all. What really is that going to do to you?
They
if
think
there's
we're
no imminent
scared.
threat? Yeah, but who the fuck would be scared of something like that unless it's imminent? And you're going to be scared too at that point. You're going to speak up.
The way I think about it, and they think that people can't handle the truth or whatever. Obviously, they can't tell everything. Like I said, they can't tell stuff that's gonna get over to fucking China, Russia. But
I mean,
the
giving
things
up
you can
classified
tell,
information is one
like,
thing, but
is God real or is fucking aliens real? If y'all know that, and y'all ain't telling the fucking people that, y'all are doing that for a reason.
yeah, because it might be an answer that they can't handle in their opinion.
Yeah. But in my opinion, everybody in there, Donald Trump, the Congress, FBI, they're all people.
Everybody, exactly. That's my point too. Is
Y'all
that
can
when-
handle it, but civilians can't. Like,
Well,
y'all
when it
have
gets to
something
the
ahead of
point-
us.
My thing is like they can handle the information that's there because it's not imminent, right? Like there's something in that. If there is information that they've withheld, it's not terrible because that it hasn't been to the point to where we're all still alive, right? Everybody's still they haven't exposed themselves or anything to us, right? So this is why it's still even a conversation, is because they haven't exposed themselves. Nothing has been that imminent of a danger. However, if it did become that way, you would have those people, because they are still fucking humans, right?
Yeah.
All of these people are going to go back to their families.
The ones that are
Get
scared
out
are
of
the
here. Let's
whistleblowers
go.
that are coming out
That's
talking
what I'm saying.
about it.
And then you're going to see your neighbor and all these people freaking out and all this. You're going to have questions. They're going to tell somebody, most likely. They're going to
Yeah.
tell their family members. Somebody's going to speak up.
But those are the
eventually.
people coming out, and they're looking like whack jobs to everybody.
But we haven't been. Who?
All the people that came out about the UFO things that are supposedly like congressmen, government officials, military.
Well, see, if they release files, if the military or if the government releases files, and then all of a sudden you have people jumping on the train, they're like, "Oh, I've seen this. I've seen."
Well, this isn't
That's
it.
a little different.
These are the people that got them to release the files that are next to them in Congress.
Well, see, that's a little different.
And they're saying that they didn't show us shit, that there's more, and that there's like proof.
See, and there's no reason not to believe them if they release something.
Yeah, they don't sound crazy.
Right.
Some of them sound like whack jobs.
You're gonna have that mix, you
Yeah.
know. But there's
Like
definitely
Dr. Greer sounds like a whack job.
in 10 lies, you can probably find the truth, or at least a piece of it, right? And there's got to be some type of truth built in there somewhere. So like,
I believe that dude from Tennessee though. He said this is just the tip of the iceberg. That there's stuff that would keep you up at night that he's seen about UFOs.
you know, subjective. There's people that are going to be up at night from just the files they released already because they're going to nerd out about it, you know. But to me, it's not, unless it affects my everyday life. Or
Well,
my
this
family
batch
or
was a
friends.
disappointment. So
I mean, what are they going to tell you that's going to change your life? You know what I'm saying?
tell me that they've
everyday
caught
blue
one.
collar. Everything is a blue collar day. You're gonna stop going to work. You're gonna stop trying to feed your kids every day. No, you don't give a fuck about that shit. To that point, to where you're not gonna change anything about your everyday life. That news, the same way as like the Epstein files.
I might go hunt aliens if that's the case.
Let's just say Donald Trump was let's go political, was in the Epstein files, like all these people are saying, you know, and he was a chaba, and he got vetoed, or
which is not right.
No, I'm not saying any of that's right. This is all hypothetical stuff, but I'm just saying that changes nothing really about your everyday life, right? Like, you still have to provide for your family. You still have to take care of your health. You still, all of this stuff that are the fundamental stuff that you really need to be worried about, and not about. I'm not saying you don't need to concern yourself with that. That is very important, and you can do something about it.
Oh, I have no spare time to believe in aliens.
Right.
I mean, I still go to work.
Right. I'm just saying, like, stuff like that. Like,
but if they release a file that shows them amputating a fucking alien, I want to go to outer space or wherever the fuck they're at.
Yeah, but you can't, because your everyday life is still going to remain the same, is my point. Like,
Vacation.
The same thing is if you see files about them hurting kids, you're going to be outraged, as you should be, right? But the only thing you can really do is do.
But we got to expect as the
government,
people for them to be taken
people.
out of office. We
Right,
can't
and
just let that stand.
Exactly, and that's exactly what we'll do. We'll have to go through the people, go through our government process to get them removed, etc. Get them put in jail, hopefully. You know, if that was the case, if you.
I hope he didn't do it. I hope he's just covering for
not
other
him.
people.
I'm just saying, like, if that was the case.
Oh, I ain't saying he didn't do it. He might have done it.
I don't think he did personally.
I think he might have been on that island, and there might have been some knowing of some things.
He knew the dude. You know, whatever.
He knew it was going on. But he is the one that snitched him out.
I was about to say, even if he did, I think he told him. Told on him.
You think Epstein's dead?
Because I don't think Donald Trump is an evil dude, personally.
You think Epstein's dead? They put him in a cell. They said the guards fell asleep.
You seen, what's that dude? Pete? What's it?
Pete.
Palm Beach Pete.
Oh, yeah. That one that looks like Epstein.
The Epstein. See, that's what people are saying, he's Epstein. I don't know, man.
There's some funny videos that make him
that's
look
like
like
the
it.
same question as, like, Tupac dead, you know? Like, who knows?
I seen an AI video recently that said, "I'm not dead, motherfuckers. I'm out here living my best life." Or it was said like
Epstein?
a quote. No, Tupac.
See what I'm saying? Like, that's...
And he was out in like New York on
I
the
don't know,
balcony,
man.
like, "Yeah, brothers." And it's clearly AI.
My opinions are just my own, you know, and they could be wrong or right, and most likely they are wrong to a lot of people.
The
I don't really
odds
care,
of somebody
I'm willing to learn
like a celebrity being dead and like are faking its death is very slim, but it's definitely happened at least
once.
once.
Juice WRLD is a big thing. It's like everybody's like saying Juice WRLD died, and then you have the people that are like, "Oh, he didn't die."
It definitely happens.
Yeah, that could be, you know. That
But
could
who
be
gives a
spun
fuck?
Both ways.
He obviously
Again,
wanted to get out of this life.
I think it all circles back to, if it doesn't affect you in your everyday life, why do you care that much? You can have hobbies and interests and you know, take things into your own hands.
Oh yeah, like the
in
alien
certain
thing's just
situations.
fascinating. I think the internet's made everything fascinating. the world's more fascinating that we could see it through our
Yeah,
tiny little
I like the
phone or whatever.
fact that we can, around the world, we can share our opinions and our different views and perspective to things, and
At least growing
our
up on this, we can
experiences
tell
and
between fake and
likes
real.
and disinterests. What?
That's something we have though. But growing up from the very beginning of computers, we know it's fake and real.
As far as like AI and stuff?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
AI, like it's
The majority,
bullshit
anyway.
news. This doesn't make sense, kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean that's you apply basic logic and you have a lot of like.
Yeah, if somebody posts a picture of a clear alien with big eyes, it's probably fake. Like if you've seen that, you'd be like,
I mean, if I seen a picture
bullshit.
these days, I'm gonna need. I need to go to person. And
oh,
see
picture is no longer proof.
that. No.
There's
And
too much
it's-
doctoring it.
You could almost these days they could like build a replica alien like life form that looked dead,
Oh, a sculpture or some shit? Yeah, they already did that.
something like that. That's
In
like
Mexico,
super
you remember the
realistic.
little one they tried to say they dug
Oh,
up?
yeah,
It
I
was a
did
little
see
mummy.
that. Yeah,
That's in the files
that's retarded. Why is that there?
because it was never classified as it's unknown. It was they couldn't get any DNA or something.
I don't
off
think
of it.
that shit was right. I
They
think
said
that's
that
something
the
I'm just talking
object
about.
was not passed around enough that they gatekeeped it. That only Mexican scientists or whatever got to work on it. I don't even know if it was Mexico. Probably wrong about
Might
that.
have been.
But everybody remembers that. I want to know about the Miami Mall incident back in 2023.
What was that?
Fucking thousands of cops pull up on this mall, and they say the reason was because kids were fighting in the mall or popping firecrackers or something like that. Thousands at this mall in Miami, and kids are running out, and there's confiscating phones and shit. And the kids are all saying there was beings in there, like
Thousands of cops. You sure that's not?
Bro, I'm not even exaggerating.
So you sure that's not exaggerated?
Yeah, hold on. Let me pull that shit up because it was
Thousands of police.
okay. I would say minimum 500 police officers. Minimum.
That's crazier than like Columbine or that.
Yeah, like why
famous,
you
like,
need
big
that many for kids
shootings.
is my question.
What are you thinking? It's like aliens or
That's what everybody at the mall said.
there was an alien in the mall?
Wouldn't
Miami Mall.
Yeah, it was in a Miami mall, and they got video. Hold on. It was in 2024. My bad. I'm a year off.
Is
on
this a
X.
troll post?
No, this happened. Like this was on the news and shit.
You sure?
Yeah, and they claimed it was just kids fucking around in the mall.
That's
They treated it like a terrorist attack. If it would pull up.
That's nuts.
And damn, it's hard to. That's not a video,
That is a video.
is it?
It says a video.
It says it right there as a video, but let me keep looking. Hold on. Maybe it was this. That'll work.
I'm sure it's not going to be a video of the alien.
Videos. No, it's not going to show videos of alien. One kid did post a video.
That shit got taken down immediately if
Yeah.
it was real.
Well, I don't know if it got taken down, but it probably got deemed as fake. Of course, there's a fucking ad.
How the world is funded these days, buddy.
Hold on, you gotta see all this. And everybody's already seen it. That's not even. Okay, maybe it is.
Jesus.
And it's all around the blocks, too. Like, they're down there, they're down there.
Active shooter situation.
Yeah, but there was no active shooter like that. Well, that's not what they said, anyway. And maybe I was exaggerating a little bit, but, yeah.
I mean, that looks like at least a few hundred cops.
Yeah, I mean, it was probably more a few hundred than a few thousand, but, that's a lot of fucking cops for some kids fighting or throwing firecrackers in a fucking mall. The
Well,
security
see,
guard could have took care of that.
Now, in my opinion, you saying throwing firecrackers, they could thought that was shots. They thought that was a gunfight. So every responding unit. We are talking about Miami here.
That's the logical thing that happened.
You know what I'm saying?
Somebody
They-
shot some fireworks off in the mall, and everybody started running, and
It was
the
like
cops
black
come
hats.
because they
thought
think
it was
it's
like
a
a bunch of
gun.
shots. Yeah. People
But that's still a lot.
especially
of cops.
because you got to think about teenagers now. You got a whole group of people who knows how many in Miami, right? And then they throw fireworks at each other. that pop off a bunch of times, and then they run opposite ways because they're scared and laughing and all. They're like, "Oh my god, I just threw fireworks in the mall." They thought they shot at each other. Somebody called that in. There's shots at the mall, and then you get another call. There's shots at the mall. These groups of people. There's groups of people shooting at each other.
Yeah, my only thing
And
is
now you
why
have
is all
the
the
whole
bystanders trying to say, well, I mean, obviously it could be because they want to fucking have clout or whatever.
Yeah, that's
But
nothing.
a lot of bystanders came out and said there was some crazy shit going on in there. I remember one fake video though. It was but when AI first started, and it showed the Miami Mall. Because I mean that was 2024.
Miami Dolphins.
But anyways, it showed a portal opening like off Doctor Strange.
Oh god.
I was like, no way they threw fucking DC cinema or a Marvel cinema in that motherfucker.
Strange is pulling up. You catch some Strange in Miami for sure.
Yeah.
You gonna need a doctor too.
Yeah, I bet.
Doctor after that Strange.
Miami.
Oof.
Florida is crazy. Isn't that Florida?
Yeah, that's not just Florida though. That's like Florida Cuba mix. That's
Dirty.
oof. That's millionaire.
Not as dirty as the
Central,
Indians,
buddy.
though.
Drug Central, Party Central.
Is it Indians? Right?
Indians
India?
for what?
Dirtiness.
Oh God.
They throw
What,
their
we going
trash
there?
out in the fucking
That is
anywhere.
true. It is
I saw
true,
a
it
dude
is
on
true,
a
it's
train
true,
just kicking
Not
trash
all
out.
of, okay, listen though, we can't just subject. That's like saying like all of, white people
If
are
70% of America's
shooters.
had a mullet, I would say Americans
It's
had
not
mullet.
70% though. Like that's you Google it.
I will Google it.
Google it
Oh.
on the laptop right there.
No, this is faster.
All right. I mean, I do agree there are big portions of India, or at least big parts of the cities of India that I've seen on video that have like dirty rivers and stuff.
Alright,
But
let
I'm
me
sure
find the
it's not
percentage.
every place in India. There's very beautiful parts of India. They just don't have proper waste management, And you develop that over the years.
No, I mean, you gotta learn
It's
to
not. It's not
change.
okay. I'm not saying it's okay. I'm just saying that that's what happened. Is that that's the way they were taught. And they don't have proper management, so there's not
Okay,
really
they don't
much.
have statistics on that. Probably for good reason.
They need to make like landfills, and even if it's like by hand landfills, not put the trash in rivers and on the side of the roads everywhere, stuff like
Well,
that.
everybody knows.
Yeah, that's like okay. Example of that though in India, and also not every part of India, a very small part of India, in a like a rural town or whatever, there is a cow dung festival where they, and I think this is even happens in parts of America, where they throw cow feces at each other in celebration of something. I don't know exactly. I'd have to Google it more. But yeah, they all throw shit at each other pretty much. Cow shit.
I'm gonna start a GoFundMe for putting showers in India.
Buddy, you're gonna get canceled.
I can't get canceled.
You can get canceled.
You gotta be
bro.
popular to get canceled.
Yeah, but when you get popular and they go back on your old videos and it's like, oh, hey, this guy's a
Like an
racist.
immediate cancel.
Yeah, this guy's racist, bro. Like,
So
No.
everybody doing
whoa,
a podcast.
whoa.
No, listen. Before you say no, everybody doing a podcast says some kind of racist shit. I like black people, and that's all that matters.
What the fuck? What is black people get into this?
Because they're the ones you have.
That means you're.
They're
What
the ones that went through all that bullshit from us. That's the ones you gotta.
We were not even discussing black people.
Well, we're just racism. They're
Why
like
did you go to
first
black
subject.
people? Oh my goodness. You're going to make your case worse.
I'm not making shit worse. Everybody knows it.
Knows what?
They're the ones that get most racial hate.
You were just hating on Indians.
Because I said I liked black people, not Indians.
What the Bro,
Pick up
there's
your trash.
nothing wrong with Indians, okay, as a whole. Okay, there are dirty parts of India and bad habits and stuff, but that doesn't make Indians bad people. They're wonderful people, actually. I go into a lot of Indian people homes. They're very nice. They have very deep beliefs and, they're just, and culture-wise.
I've never been to
And
India.
again, I'm not taking up for the trash behavior. They can definitely learn and do landfills and trash cans and stuff.
I can't
but-
believe they're still cutting down our rainforest, even though it gives us most of our oxygen.
Again, not our culture, not our land. What?
The government still cuts down our rainforest.
Do you really believe trees are still the source of our oxygen? You're this old? You're this many years old?
It's not the only source.
What is the main source of our oxygen? 75% of our oxygen comes from where?
I don't fucking know.
The ocean.
I mean, but
The
I've heard that
ocean.
about the rainforest.
The
recently.
the rainforest provides almost, you can even do 30% of our oxygen, okay? 30%. And we still have a lot of it, okay? I'm not again, not saying cutting down the rainforest is good. Cutting down
Yeah,
any
he
trees.
is.
I'm just
Over
saying.
half the Earth's oxygen comes from the ocean,
Yes.
so that means the other half comes from the rainforest, right?
Over half.
Okay, well, a lot of it still comes from.
Not just the rainforest.
The Amazon rainforest is 20 to 50%.
20 to 50.
That's a big jump.
That's not. That's a yeah. No, that's not.
I'd say 20 for sure.
I could agree. I'd be agreeable on 20, but that's still a very high number for the entire planet on one little part of it. I would argue that the ocean was more a higher percentage, like 70%,
Yeah, I can see
from
that.
all of the
It don't matter.
stuff that releases oxygen.
We're
No, I'm not trying to
We're gonna be
dismiss the right here, I'm
multi-planetary
just saying.
species by next year.
Yeah, by Elon Musk.
AI is gonna make it happen.
Mars. AI is going to make us multiplanetary. How is that going to happen?
They're gonna build stuff faster
Grok
and
is gonna
learn
get us to
faster and figure out problems
ChatGPT?
faster.
Perplexity
Think about
is gonna
somebody
get
that
us
has
to
all the
Mars.
information in their head, because there's a lot of geniuses out there, but they
Who's
still
gonna get
don't
us to
know
Mars?
everything. They're what?
Who's going to get us to Mars?
AI,
AI is getting us to Mars.
a supercomputer. Yeah.
I don't think AI is a supercomputer. AI is just artificial.
Just listen though.
What?
A genius only is a genius in his field. He doesn't know everything. Most of the time.
There are some.
There's nobody that knows everything.
No.
Okay. Even Stephen Hawking only knows certain
God.
fields. Well, he's not a
God.
person. But anyways, he's an alien.
Whoa.
He's gonna break the churches.
God. God is what you believe him to be.
Either way, think about somebody that knows
Or her.
everything
I would think
on
God,
the internet.
God
You don't
is
think he
closer
can
to
figure
a
out
woman,
cancer
in my
and
opinion.
shit?
Yeah, for sure.
That's why we need AI.
What do you mean?
Data
Yeah,
centers
I don't
rule.
think I don't think that you are. I think you're grouping cancer into a smaller proportion, in as many like diseases are like that. Cancer is very complex because there's so many different forms of it and variations, and for different people it acts in different ways and
Well, the
types of
fact
things
that
like that.
one computer can know every variation of cancer
Yeah, I'm not
and
disagreeing
group
with
what
that.
commons
But
they have together.
again, developments like that are what's for the individual person and either specialized, and it very well could be tuned to that, and very well may even soon be. Same with modern science is developing, that we're learning more stuff through with AI, because it can take these thousands of documents that would take years to study and kind of compress that information and let these PhD students and these doctors.
Save space in their brain for
I
other
mean,
stuff,
yeah, just I was gonna say more like compact it, and like they still need to learn the same exact information, but they can do it over a faster time period, right? Because it's like all of this stuff that
They
they
can
need to
get
know,
key points and shit.
right?
They
And
can
like
get it compressed. I see what you mean.
right, and like they need to know the fundamentals of how to help somebody, right? But every case, again, they do need to know a lot, right? But they obviously, just like you just said, they don't need to know everything. So in cases like that, just like in certifications with trades and all, you can go back to your study and research this stuff, right? So like if you're on a patient in the time, you're only going to take a surgery, for instance, that you're confident with.
Yeah.
You're not going to have to take something that's experimental. That's what you do in practice, and not in practice, and
So I think
actually
I
practicing.
think it's gonna be robot doctors. Think of how sturdy a robot can be.
No, I wouldn't trust that. Not
I
on me.
would.
Depending on the surgery.
I actually seen a post of a doctor that refused to retire and had something wrong with his hands and actually killed somebody.
Killed
And
somebody.
he lost his practice or whatever. But
That's crazy.
yeah, I mean that was probably old. That could have been from the 70s. I don't fucking know. But I read about it.
I believe that. I could believe that.
I mean, obviously you're still gonna need doctors.
Yeah, doctors aren't going anywhere.
They gotta monitor the thing, and if it goes down, you're gonna have to have a human replacement.
Well, I'm just saying, like doctors, like I feel like they take so long in school, they learn a lot of information, and all of like that doesn't need to be compressed at all. Like the schooling they need to go through. What I mean more is like in individual cases where they don't know the answer right away, instead of taking a year to research this and their patient dying, they can go and find the key points through with this AI models, and compact this information down to specific symptoms, and that's where AI would be awesome. is that it has all this information stored that will take you 3 years to read through, probably. Not literally 3 years, but will take you a long time to read through, and you can put what you're looking for in this.
I think it would be better to have AI just control the robots and let them do it. In my opinion, it
until
has
they
all the
fuck you up.
information. Obviously, it gets the
You ever seen
information from
Terminator?
humans. Humans still have to study and learn new things.
You ever seen Terminator?
I have, but I don't think it's like that. I think there's ways to stop that.
T-100.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but we don't live in sci-fi. They can
Rip
put
your heads
switches
off.
on them.
Switches. They gonna get a switch on your
Everybody
ass.
thought the same thing about fucking computers. They're gonna fucking hack your banking account and take over your life.
And they do.
They take over
And
your
they
life.
do. All of that you just named.
People hack your banking account.
Okay. What did they do with? How did they do that? With the computer.
Yeah, but
If
I
it
mean by
wasn't
itself though.
Yeah, that's just like a gun can't kill somebody laying on a table.
Yeah, you don't
Right.
want the wrong person creating the AI.
And you
that's
don't want the wrong person picking up a gun. It's the same model, bro.
Yeah, you gotta make sure the right person.
But you can't. You fucking can't.
much as
Once
you
you
can
create
create-
it and you make it public source like
as
that,
much as you can make sure the president is a good
It's a
person,
wrap.
you can make sure AI person is a good
And
person.
what
We
you
haven't
can't-
died yet.
and you can't. How do you know the president is a good person? You don't. You know what this motherfucker has told you.
Just had his name, and it was from an account from some government dude.
This dude,
The dude's name that tried to kill Trump.
he was like,
It was
In
just
an
a
article?
post. It was like a Facebook page, and it had a profile picture of a weird frog. Some weird like I don't know. It was just a weird frog.
Crazy frog.
And it had only one post on this Facebook page, and it just said that dude's name, and it was posted back in 2007. And the dude's name
That's about
that
accurate.
owned the
Crazy
Facebook
frog.
page was like a CIA dude or some shit.
That's fucked.
That's some time travel theory. I don't know. You'll have to look it up.
I don't know. I mean, we time travel all the time through time zones.
Yeah. There's a lot of crazy shit going on right now. It's the year for disclosure, is what they said.
I told you that tablet that dude on the Wi-Fi's transcribed said on Jesus's autobiography, or if choose to believe that or not, Yeshua's, June 2026 was on there for some reason.
I hope we get an
Again, if
invasion.
you choose to believe that or not, I don't know.
I hope we get an
know if I
invasion or
even
God comes
believe it.
back. That'd
You
be cool.
hope- Who?
I hope God comes back or we get an invasion. That'd be cool. I'd be cool with either one.
Would you be cool with like an apocalyptic asteroid crashing into Los Angeles and killing 3.8 million people and eventually billions, and we have to start over from scratch and come out from the underworld and after we
No,
lived
I wouldn't
underground
be
for
okay with
centuries?
that. We're not ready to go to another planet, so we're
That's
fucked
also
if
on the
this one
Wi-Fi.
gets fucked.
There's also on the Wi-Fi. There's a asteroid on there. I forgot what the name of it was.
Well, the dude I listened to said this is the year for disclosure, and 2027 is the year for an invasion.
Disclosure meaning like they're going to tell
Disclosure
us what
about all the
happened.
aliens.
They're going to just tell us everything that happened, and then 27 the aliens finally come because
Yeah,
they
because
knew,
we're ready to know about them.
they knew that they were coming in 27, so they decided in 26.
Well, I think
they're
they're
gonna tell us.
what the theory is, and it's a big theory. Because
We got all these fucking.
I don't believe it, but I believe it. You know what I mean? Like I want to believe it, and I want to find truth, but I don't believe it in the back of my head. But if they come out with the right file, I might change my mind and be
Epstein
100%. Well, they need to come out with those too. But I mean,
I don't know why people press. I'm just kidding.
I don't know why people press it either, because they're not pressing every other pedophile in the fucking country. There's people that are getting raped every fucking day, kids, and they're studying ones that happened. And
Which is still bad. Yeah,
Yes,
terrible.
they need justice.
but
But y'all
stop
are
the
not.
ones that
Y'all
are
are only
current.
strung on that because it's Trump.
Right.
That's it. If it was anybody
And not
else,
trying to prevent
it would
the
be
ones
in
that
your
are-
head. He would be in jail, and
Yep.
it'd be out your head the next day.
Trying to get the ones that are actively going on today.
Yeah, because he's big, you want to hate him. Because he made president and made billions, that you want to hate him. If he's a pedophile, he'll get his justice, or we might.
Right.
He won't be president forever. Somebody will
I
probably
don't think he's a pedophile.
fucking
in my
assassinate
opinion.
him.
I don't truly believe that, or truly I do not believe that. But I could be wrong.
If
I'm
I
not
was
right.
reading
I'm
him
not
by
Mr. Right.
character, which he's a character on TV, I don't know who he is in real life.
Seems like a pretty.
He
Solid
doesn't seem
guy.
like a pedophile. Now, a lot of motherfuckers in Congress look
He's
like they
like-
might be some pedophiles.
He's one of those like manly men dudes that are like beer,
Yeah,
beer
he-
and titties. Like that's why he
like
said
he
I
might have
grab her right
touched
by
a
the vagina.
17-year-old probably if he did.
Yeah, I mean, back in this day, I could see something.
Yeah, it was
like
a different
that
day
where
back
he
then,
would.
though.
I'm not gonna say it in age, but I could see him going for like younger women. Who wouldn't? You're a freaking
Shit, back in the
millionaire.
day,
Not, like,
moms were
underage,
pawning their fucking
but just younger,
17-year-old,
like,
18-year-old girls
if he
off on
was
people trying to get them rich.
30 years old, he's probably going after 25-year-olds, 22-year-old girls or whatever. Going
Plus,
after
a lot
younger
of people
women.
are going to go after
These
him
women
just
are
for
going after
money.
him. So
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, fuck me, so I can tell people you rape me.
Right.
That's already
And
happened.
you're not coming out for years and years later. Again, if it happened, I'm so sorry to them women. That's terrible. But why didn't you come out for years and
If
years?
it happened, justice will come.
Right. It's crazy stuff.
If you believe in God. If not, you're fucked.
I do believe he like essayed those people that back then or whatever that already
What's that
passed
mean?
through court sexual assault.
Oh yeah, he probably grabbed some ass and titties.
Stuff like that, right? Like,
He
but
probably fingered
I'm
a
not
girl
saying
or
that's
two on an
okay. I'm
airplane.
just saying like that's just, like one of those like manly men.
Probably got a
type
couple
things.
fingertips and.
Oh God, bro! What the hell?
But it was a different day though.
It still doesn't make it okay, but yeah, it was. It was a different time, and
But they're only
still,
going
even these
after
days, you
him
have
when every
dudes that
other
are like
president
that,
probably
man.
did the same fucking shit.
You have guys that are like that are just like they think that kind of thing is okay. They're weirdos. I'm not
Like
saying
Johnny
it's
Bravo
okay, but
guys.
some girls like that type
Hey,
shit
baby.
too. Some girls are freaking freaks, man. Ask me how I know.
But yeah, that's a fucked up situation. I hope they come out with more on the Epstein files or whatever, but
I'm not pressed. I mean, again,
I'm worried about
whatever.
everybody getting raped,
as long
not
as there's
just
justice
who
on
Trump raped.
it. As long as there's justice on it, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm more worried about other stuff that's pressing in my life than any of that shit. Even the aliens. You
Oh
know?
yeah, I mean that's not important until it's important.
It's interesting, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. If there's actually something that's
All I'm saying is, if there is, tell us, or stop spending tens of millions of dollars.
of our taxpayer money,
Yeah, on that.
lower taxes on stuff, and
Yeah, pick something
or
else.
at least redistribute it into stuff that's actually working.
And stop
like
making the gas
fucking
prices go up to
potholes.
$5 and using UFOs as a cover up to make us not mad about it.
Right.
I mean,
Fix
war's
sidewalks and
war though. I
potholes
don't
and-
really give a fuck. You can afford $5 in gas.
Who?
Anybody? Well, that's wrong. Not anybody. Me and you.
Well, yeah, but our situation's unique.
I don't have it great.
You don't have it bad, brother.
No, I know my comparison to the worst. I have it wonderful compared to the worst. But compared to the best, I have it shit. So
Financially,
odds go
I
both
can see
ways.
that, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the way the cookie crumbles for right now.
So
that'll
aliens are
change, though.
coming. We're getting a new virus. We're at
Getting
war.
a new virus is wild. Cons,
Russia and Ukraine finished the war somehow.
but that's never gonna happen.
I think they stopped.
They've stopped 17 times.
They
now.
stopped for Mother's Day.
Yeah, they ain't
They
stopped.
said, hold on.
One of
I
them's
gotta
gonna-
visit my mom.
Somebody's gonna send another damn missile and start everything back, but hopefully not. Hopefully they're done. I hate any war. Iran and America need to chill. Daddy, chill.
You know, they said a dude that worked in Russia's military nuke facility or whatever, he said that unidentified flying object or unidentified aerial phenomena, the stupidest word I heard. But anyways,
What's that stupid?
that's stupid. It's UFO.
They
Anyways,
could be
he said a
UAP
UFO came to their military base and all their nukes armed and pointed at us and then almost started a war.
Nice. I would have said that too.
And it got covered up.
I would have said that too if I pointed all my nukes at us and armed them.
It was an accident,
It was
bro.
an alien, man.
Yeah, they did it. They did it. I don't know
How am I supposed to record that? It was an alien. He went
What if
by
that's
super
true?
fast.
That's scary as fuck.
Is it? I
If
don't
they
think that's
can-
scary.
If they can shoot us with our own nukes,
Yeah, but they're not going to because they can't. America.
when
will
they're ready to
stop it.
take over, they will.
America will stop it. And then if you get hit by a nuke, you don't even know. You just die. So who cares? Most likely, unless you're on like the fallout zone where you die slowly from.
You know
radiation.
what would suck though? If
What?
a nuclear war did happen and it knocked out its whole population and we were the only intelligent life form in the whole vast universe. We wiped ourselves out and we were the only intelligent. There would never be another intelligent. It'd be just dark and planets.
Yeah, but you wouldn't know. Who gives a fuck?
Well, it'd be pretty shitty to be up in heaven and be like, damn, God gave us everything.
Yeah.
And we just wiped ourselves out of the only solar
Yeah,
system.
You do that all the time.
But no, there's definitely people in the other places.
What do
At
you
the
mean?
very least, there's unintelligent life forms out there. They don't have to be intelligent, and at the very least, there is unintelligent.
I would even argue the fact that we haven't found them or they haven't found us means they're not that smart.
Or I
If
mean, it
it's
does
not
take
true.
tens of millions of years.
Hey,
They could be in
listen,
hibernation on
listen.
their ship coming this way.
You judge how you want to judge. I'm just saying they haven't found us. We haven't found them.
Well, we
Neither one
will
of us have
figure
us
that
found.
out when the next batch comes out. If we
Unless they
see a
prove-
fucking alien.
Yeah,
There
'cause
was one file that showed an old picture of two
I think they're
people
real.
holding an alien in between them by their hands, and it was like 4 or 5 feet. And the picture was old, and it was in the files.
They touch his wiener.
And it was blurred out, but somebody went back and edited the blurred out one, and that shit looks creepy. Like they edit it so you can see it clearly, because they can, you know, AI can do that.
As long as it didn't hurt me, I'd be chill with it.
They look like
I
demons
have a
more
bunch
than
of
aliens.
questions for it if it could talk.
Oh yeah,
I'd chill with it.
just
Take
give me
it
some
like
of that power
Disneyland
y'all
or
got
something.
to be able to
Six Flags.
disappear and only be seen on 7-Eleven cameras, like Elon Musk said.
Elon Musk it.
Yeah, Elon Musk. Yeah, he said that when he sees one better than a 7-Eleven security channel or camera, he'll believe it.
I mean, this
He
dude,
said we've never had a maneuver around a UFO with our satellites, and we have a lot of them up there. He said, I even asked my whole crew, I asked them, is there something I'm missing? Have y'all seen something? No. But if they can travel
He's
through
new to
dimensions,
yeah, who's to say that they just didn't know?
yeah, like
Zoom
travel
right
right
on
past
past.
you. They get close enough to Earth, they can just teleport.
We're talking
there.
about like 40,000 miles an hour. That beats a frame, bro.
They
Like,
can be on the other side of Mars laughing at us. And then they said that there's pictures that they haven't released of the other side of the moon where there's actual, like, kind of prehistoric looking bases.
nice.
And
Moon base.
that was one of the congressmen that said that.
Good shit. Moon bases.
And he said, they gotta see this. Yeah.
Moon is a flying ship. They brought it here to control our oceans.
Dun 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 dun.
Dun.
Nah, I mean, I'm an unbeliever until it comes to me. But
If
I
it-
also think that there's something out
If it
there.
proved itself, that'd be chill. Like, you know how chill,
Like
how
E.T.?
much aura points they would get?
Like E.T.
Listen, if they're
That
listening
motherfucker
to
learned how to
this,
speak English and left.
all the aura points ET gets
That's
for
what the
doing
Mexicans need to do.
that. Whoa. Bro.
And I think that's it for
Cut.
this one.
Cut.
All right, yeah, we're at an hour anyways.
What
so.
the hell?
This is episode 5 though, so.
Yo, listen, Cartel, I ain't say I love you guys.
He said he fucking hates the
This
cartel
fucking
and they need
dude-
to suck a
This
dick.
fucking dude right here. You know what I'm saying? I love my Mexican people. Let me just say it like that. Love my Latino people.
Stop.